where we talk about life, discussing different topics with different guests. I'm Tegan, Marketing Assistant at BCoT and host of BCoT Live. And today I'm here with, well, everyone knows who this is, Mo, the Student Community Officer at BCoT.
Hello, Tegan.
So today we will be discussing well-being and life as a college student in this day and age. It's completely different to what it was 20 years ago and even 5 years ago, with the ongoing use of technology and social media associated with 16 to 18-year-old. So Mo, what do you do?
Well, my role is Student Engagement Officer, as you just said, and it involves meeting and greeting the students in the morning, make sure students wear their badges, take off their hoodies and stuff like that. I also, during the daytime, assist the students in whatever means that necessary. If they're having a bad day, for instance, I could go to a classroom and help a student maybe have a 5 minutes out, maybe go for a smoke break if they choose to. Sometimes just have a glass of water or stuff like that. I also do, I've also got the gym going. Students can contact me if they fancy doing a gym session. We've got like a punch bag. If a student is feeling quite angry and just want to release that tension, we can go in the punch bag for a while. My numbers across campus, so students can locate me if they need to talk, or like I mentioned about the well-being aspect. So if a student needs that bit of support, just to know that somebody cares about them, that is part of my role, just to help and assist the students in every way I can, really.
Yeah.
And it also covers first aid as well. I'm a first aider, so
oh, no.
so yeah, kind of.
Showing off.
help out with that as well. So,
yeah,
so good.
Lovely. And how did you end up getting your job role?
Well, I'm also from London, really. I used to live in London before I moved to Basingstoke, and was working in a private school in London for like 15 years. Mm. So after that, really, my wife to be at the time, we decided to move. Well, she lived in Eastleigh, and I was living in London, so we decided to move somewhere more central type thing. Yeah. And we did for some reason we decided to move to Basingstoke. So yes, after doing that last summer, then we decided, well, basically, I decided that I was commuting back and forth from Basingstoke to London. Then I realized it was just too much. It was just too traveling, really. Yeah. So I decided just to look for a job locally, really. And I saw the job came up, and job came up really, and applied, and yeah, here I am, really.
And it's great to have you.
Oh, thank you.
We all love you. So what support do you give the students at BCoT?
Well, support comes from, like I mentioned about the gym, really. So I've got the gym that's going out there to help the students. But one of the main supports that I think I give to students is just being that ear that people can go and speak to. Realizing most of our students, there's so much stuff going on at home, so much personal issues that are going on, the whole change, especially like mentioned from the LGBTQ plus community, so much stuff going on with them in our society, and just to have somebody that they can talk to, and just to, if something's on their mind, on their chest, they just want to get it off type thing. So I'm just there to help them to, just to let them feel wanted and be included, Yeah. And the college provide that role with me, just to be there to support them. So, I think that is very important for young people, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Who else is there to talk to around the college?
There's quite a few people on campus that students can go to speak to. We've got the rap tutors, we've got the teachers that the students would know. We've also got the school nurse that can go to for personal problems and stuff like that. We've got the learning hub that can come up here, have a really chill area, and there's always people here that students can speak to and stuff. So there's quite a vast majority of people across campus. We've got also the DSL leads, really. Mm-hmm. So if it's something more personal that students feel, I need something personal going on in my life, or something really tricky that I need to speak to somebody about that, there's always support. And so there's so many people on campus here that students can talk to and stuff, really.
Is there a way for students to look after themselves?
Yes, I think when it comes to health, I think sleeping, for instance. I think students don't really sleep enough. social media and gaming.
Yeah.
I think that they do tend to
Yeah, I
stay
can
up
admit,
late at night.
I stay up late at
Yeah,
night just
exactly.
watching TikTok
Exactly.
until I
Exactly.
literally fall asleep.
Yeah. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
maybe if there's a balance that students can maybe have a time balance when certain times they can go a bit earlier, for instance,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. When it comes to eating, exercising, and stuff like that, I think that would really help, really to
Definitely.
look after their mental health. Really.
And to make them more tired when they go to sleep as well.
Exactly. So they can focus more in class and stuff like that.
Maybe take up a new hobby, like reading a book,
yeah, exactly.
or actually just watching TV, because it's a bit further away, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what is the highlight of your role? What gets you out of bed and excited for the day?
I think for me, it's just I like meeting people. That's just me. I just like to meet and interact with people. So I just think this role is perfect for me, really.
Yeah.
And just to meet people and just agree to a meeting, because each day I think the campus is quite massive and loads of students here, and I tend to like meeting new students each day in that regards. And it's always nice to have that interaction with students on a one-to-one and in a group as well, and just to be able to, because it happened before that a student having a bad day and I might just go and see them, and just being able to sit there and talk with them and just be able to help them, maybe just to go back to class, or just to be there to help a student, for me is just priceless. I just absolutely love it.
And they
just
really need that as well.
Exactly.
They really need the support.
With those stuff that they're going through at a personal level. They just need that support, to know that someone is there for them.
You're more like a comfort blanket as well for some people.
Yes.
So that's really nice to have, because I feel like it's gotten so much better the past 3-5 years in terms of support systems for the students. So we've done the past few days. We've done the first aid mental health training. What is your takeaway after that?
I think my takeaway is the whole awareness of mental health, because I know we all, it's quite renowned in the community and in the world. But to be in that training and to see how one thing can affect something else and something else is almost like a domino effect, in my opinion. Is so important to be aware of that, and to know what to do to support a student and to help how to approach, for instance, how to approach a student. Because some students you can't really, depends what they're going through. You can't approach them full on. You have to approach them step by step, or in that regards, and to be able to how to know what to do to help them, or to give them advice, or where to go to for help. So the training has really enlightened me on what to do when it comes to our students here at BCoT, how to support them going forward. When it comes to mental health, it's good. It was really good.
And the students these days, they've had a 2-year period where they haven't experienced their teenage years. They've had a chunk taken out of their lives, which is massive. And some of these students haven't even done their GCSEs, which is a big stepping stone towards college. And doing something like that makes you feel, more of an adult. So I feel like social media and everything that's come into play within lockdown and within COVID has had a huge impact on the mental health of our students. And also you can have mental health in a positive way, in a negative way, but making sure that the students' well-being is good, and making sure that they have the support system there is so important for them. And it's they appreciate it more than they come across.
True.
If you know what I mean.
True,
So it's okay to understand why you feel the way you feel, and it's okay to understand what your body is telling you as well. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. I think like with mental health, for instance, I think there's so much signs, the body gives us so much signs and stuff. I think for students, they need to recognize these things. Because my personal experience, I had a student once, and she knew she was going to have a panic attack in that regards, because her body was showing her signs that she's going to have a panic attack. And she rang me and said, "Mo, can we come to this classroom, because I'm really thinking we're going to have a panic attack." And then I went across and met her and take her outside and get some fresh air, went for a walk and control the breathing, and after about 10-15 minutes she was fine. So I think as students we need to listen to our body to understand what is going on, and when there's signs there to say you come to anxiety, sweaty palm, people get nervous, you can feel that in your belly and stuff like that. So I think if students were to listen to their body more, and that will help them to seek help in that regards, so you can know when something's coming on before it happens, and that can be very vital really, and very helpful when it comes to gaining help and gaining support for that particular student.
Yeah, and for students that haven't even met you yet, just know that Mo is there to support, and for the students to message you for support, even if they just want to have a quick message, just to say, I'm not feeling too good, I just need to see you for a sec.
Or and that's what they're there for, just to help them support that, to say students, listen, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. There is help here. And there's somebody that will listen to you, that will offer that support to you. I think just listen to your body just listen to your body, and just trying to act on I know every time it might not be as obvious every single time, but when we can,
definitely. And how do you think social media has influenced mental health?
I think both in a positive and a negative way, really. I think social media can be good and it can be bad. It depends what exactly you actually do on there. So I definitely think there is good to it and there's bad to it in depth, really.
Yeah, and what would you say the good thing would be about it?
The good thing would be, I think, with social media, there is so much help and support on social media. Students can build up like a network of community that they can speak to people that on their level that they can relate to, and that can be very helpful if they're going through negative things or really bad things in their life or whatever it might be. But there's support there and there's help there, especially like for mental health. There's loads of sites there or apps that people can help to give them support or to point them in the right direction and stuff like that. So I think it's loads of good things. The bad side to it is that, what, in my personal opinion, working here, is that there's a few bullying that goes on social media and stuff like that, and that could lead to self-harming, that could lead to students getting anxiety, stuff like that. It could lead to low self-esteem, being isolated and stuff like that, and obviously that could have suicidal thoughts, in that regards. So I think there's pros and cons to social media. I just thought students need just to be aware of what is going on, the good and the bad, and if bad things happen to them on social media, know that the college is there to offer support, and there's ways and means that we can help students to overcome or to or even to even students here that's actually doing the bullying or stuff like that online, we can there's procedures in place that we can do to put an end to that or to stop that from happening.
Because other bullies struggling themselves.
Exactly.
If you know what I mean. Why are they bullying?
So
you just pinpoint what the actual issue is with them. To make them feel like they need to share the anger. Also on social media, there's so many influencers that have Facetune and try and look perfect, and like being a college student, you're literally going through puberty and you're seeing pictures of like these beautiful people and these like amazing people, and you think, why can't I be like that? Like what can I get a filler? Can I like change my face to look like that? But we've been so, as a society, we've been so influenced by what is online, what is on social media, that we don't even know what is good anymore. Like what actually defines beauty? What defines it? Like I even struggle with like just looking, thinking, oh yeah, I need to buy that, I need to buy this just to feel pretty. Like leather jacket, Zara, everyone knows where this leather jacket's from. Molly May, like. Do you know what I mean? There's so much influence in regards to social media now that people don't know who they are anymore and who they want to be. That's true. Because all they want to be is just what they see.
Okay. And just want to add to that, I think if stuff does happen online, I think we would definitely advise students to report stuff, for instance, to us. We've got on the dashboard, as we have here in college, there's like a speak up button that students can just speak up and voice their complaints. So don't suffer their alone type thing, to students. You need to speak up about it.
Everyone feels
say
the
something.
same.
Exactly.
Don't
think you're alone. You're not alone what you're going through, just to speak up and we're here to help you.
Yeah, exactly. So just rounding it off now,
Yeah.
what would you say to students studying at BCoT?
I would say it's a fantastic place to study. You know, I've not been here a long time, like 3 months or so, and I think it's just a fantastic place. I've met some amazing people, you know, staff, teachers. I've met some lovely students. You know, everything's been really good. I think there's so much support here when come, especially we're speaking about mental health. I think my personal opinion is so much help here for students in that regards. You know, and I think just don't think that you're alone. Whatever you're going through, don't think you're alone. You know, we have so much means and ways here to help you and to support you going forward and to seek the help you need. You know, so don't think, oh, I'm alone. I'm going to hold this in. I'm going to keep it to myself. No one cares. You know, we do care, and we do want to help you, and we do have the means and the facilities to help you and to support you. So I think it's just a fantastic place. When I was growing up, there was never no support, you know, for young people in that regards. That what there is now. So I think, you know, so you make use of it. You know, say to students, make use of the support. You know, we're here for you. We're here to listen to you, and and all those new people coming to BCoT, we welcome you. Welcome you here.
Yeah.
Fantastic place.
So thank you so much for listening, and thank you for joining me at this podcast. Please like and subscribe. You can listen on YouTube and Spotify. From the team here at Basingstoke, thank you for listening, and we can't wait to share another episode with you. Catch you next time.